Okay, so it's been a few years since I did one of these videos. My bike setup has changed. So basically, you see my bike in the background. That is what I use for my window repair business when I can. I also use an hour car service, which is an hourly nonprofit car sharing service for when I need to carry big stuff or if I'm doing just a small trip kind of far away or whatever. But most of the time, I'm on this bike and I am going to flip the camera around and have you take a look at it and show you how these crates work and stuff. It's a lot easier than the last video I did of how I used to carry my stuff. Okay, there's the bike. This is more or less one of the larger loads that I take on it, which is why I decided to do this right now because I noticed like it's kind of overloaded. One big difference from a couple of years ago, and this is brand new actually, is I just got this Bafang mid-drive 1000-watt motor on here. So that's that. It's a little tricky with how it goes into the bottom bracket, but I think I got it tight enough to where it doesn't move at all. So it's working out pretty well. You got to be kind of careful with it carrying this much stuff. Like make sure it's in very, very low gear if you're going to go even up the slightest incline, because I don't want to burn the motor out. And then there's this, there's the display for it. Turn it on and shows you your speed and stuff like that, how much battery is left. Front, this is like my kind of my passenger seat dashboard thing. I can put a water bottle in there because the battery is taking up that spot. And like, you know, I got my markers, my face mask, my pandemic mask, bungees and straps and headphones and all that stuff I'm gonna need. Here's my bag with my, like, you know, customer folders and stuff like that in there. The back is where everything happens. I used to use milk crates that were tied down. I built these wooden crates instead to make it easier to carry a whole bunch of stuff. I don't have to worry about trying to fit things in the small area of the milk crates. I can kind of just be a little bit more spontaneous about what I'm going to carry and how. This little system here will be more visible when I take the stuff out, but you can see there's a rail there and this attaches to it, and other than that, they're just made out of wood lath and 1/2 by 3/4 inch parting stop, and then on the bottom I think that's more lath right there. I think there might be some square stock. No, it's all, yeah, here's some, this is actually square stock, I think. But yeah, different types of utility stock and lath together. So something I do here sometimes is taking bungees and just strapping stuff to the top when it fits. So this is my drill bag, and power tool accessories go in there. This is my collection of small fasteners and stuff, and this has to remain flat, otherwise everything is going to fall out of the little cups and end up at the bottom. So I put this on the bike flat so that everything stays where it's supposed to. Otherwise all of this stuff will end up over here, and I don't want that. So, and I got all my little labels in there, which it's not focusing on. There we go. All my labels, so that I don't have to think too much while I'm on the job. A piece of wood I took home. Okay. More stuff. I'm just going to point this out now that that stuff's off the bike. Here's my main tool bag with my hand tools. There's some sash cord in there, lots of sash cord. This is my ladder. This is usually the only step stool I need to get to most of the things I need to work on. If I know that I'm going to need more than this, I'll bring another ladder with the car, or sometimes I can even attach a ladder from I'll put a dowel, a long closet rod thing hanging off of this, put the ladder on it and have it extend all the way and kind of strap it onto that front basket, and then I can pedal in between the ladder and the bike, and as long as I keep it balanced, it's usually not too bad. But If I'm going to be using a car to pick up windows or drop off windows anyways, I'll bring the ladder if I can. So here is all of my little products and stuff like that, miscellaneous stuff, mostly, you know, cans and tubes of things, Windex, caulk, stuff like that. And then today, I've got some gloves here. I am carrying, can't really see them, but I'm carrying lots of weights because I did a rebalancing job today where I took the old weights out and put new ones in that were the right value. This is a little woodworking box that I brought for this job. Just has some, you know, coping saw and some wood scraps and some construction adhesive and a caulk gun and stuff like that. Vacuum, power cord, extension cord, and brush and dustpan. That is what I took with me. That's what I've been using the last couple days. So I'm going to take all this stuff off and then show you the crates. Okay, so here they are when they're empty. I like these little rugs in there because they keep things from moving around if I'm not carrying as heavy a load, and also if I'm carrying glass. The rugs will help keep the glass kind of cushioned a little bit and also keep it from falling into these cracks, which I could have used a solid bottom, but then any dust that falls in is going to stay in there and then you have to vacuum it out, and I don't like that. If water gets in there, the water would pool up and I don't like that. So it's got cracks in there. They're, you know, they're boards. They're a little bit longer, so maybe these aren't lath. I think these are something else. Mull casing probably, but anyways, they're like a larger lath. So how this works is, it's from Menards, this storage system here that I co-opted. I forget what it's called now. I'll show you a piece. These two things clip together, and that's not what they're for. This is supposed to go on your garage wall, and then there's like shelf hangers that hang on it, and it's supposed to be a secure like shelving unit system, like modular system. But what I did is I put one rail going this way, screws into these. There's two braze-ons on each pole, or each post, whatever each tube. Then the other one flipped upside down, same kind of rail, flipped upside down and screwed into there. And it's not super nice, but it stays together pretty well. Actually, things bounce around. I mean, look, you can see how I'm moving the bike when I shake this back and forth. So, and that's because, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, there's these things down here, which are really, really securely bolted onto the bike. It's part of the bike. So this holds it on the bottom. You can't really go, you know, they're not being pushed down too far this way by having the weight in there. So besides that, what keeps them from jumping up is this little screw going right through another piece of, like I said, mull casing with a fender washer, and there's another braze on here. So this is just a Phillips. So let me get my Phillips thing here, and that just unscrews whenever you want to take this off. If you get a flat, take this off. If you need to change the tire, if you want to carry something that this little thing doesn't work for, or if you're going to ride the bike without anything on it for some reason, maybe taking it to the shop or something like that, I don't know. But anyways, now that that's off, it just comes right out of here. See? So that's that one, and then there's that one, and you can see how they just click together. I use the same system in my room for my monitors on the wall, and I've done a couple of other things with that system. Okay, so this is what it is. Fast mount. Fast mount hang rail, and it's for garage shelving, and I think it's supposed to go this way. So you can see, just turn one upside down and you've got locking mechanism. So other stuff about the bike, I guess, that have changed since I got it is the seat. I don't like a super squishy seat, so this has a little bit of give, but more than that, it has springs, which are actually better for you know, for cushioning than actual foam cushioning. This I have to get fixed. It's, you know, I've had that off all season and it's hanging in there, but I need to get another bolt for that. This thing is just an old CD holder that I zip tied on there because I was sick of this falling around and I needed a place to put bottles and small things. My phone clips into this when I'm riding. And then here's the mirrors. I've got one here and one there. And this one I use as a rear view mirror to see who's behind me, see what's going on behind me. This one I use as a side view mirror to see what's on my right side. So if I'm passing somebody, I can see if I'm past them before I move back. Here I can see who's behind me and also who's coming at me from the left, I guess, if I'm going to take a lane or something. And then there was one more thing too. The handlebars. Took the grips off and just put bar tape. I like this better. They're so small that when these get dirty, and they will get dirty, that's getting dirty there. These are pretty new actually. One package of bar tape, I can change the grips out, I think 3 or 4 times, I'm not sure. At least 2 times. So that is the, I also got there's my super short stem right there. It used to have a stem that went out like this. I was saying, this is a shorter stem. I didn't like the old one on there because I like being kind of upright. I think my phone is running out of storage space, so I'm going to cut it right there. So this is my Yuba Mundo utility bike that I use for my window repair business. The window repair business is called Gerald Prokop Sash Works. It's at prokopsashworks.com. There'll be a link in the description.